Now, it would be very easy for me to come out here and give you the kind of news that you would like to hear. If I come out here and tell you that you're important, that you're beloved, that you are valued. But I'm not going to do that because I've got some bad news.
Bond wants to do a rant, so we're gonna let him do an
yeah.
uninterrupted, I guess, Xbox hateful rant. Y'all let him just do it so we can, get,
We only
finish
get
up.
it done under 10 minutes because it
All right,
lasts.
BG.
Go ahead.
I gotta go, bro.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
Take
Alright.
it easy.
All right, man. I hate your guts, but
We know.
rant away, my nigga.
We know.
All right, what's his name? Jack Move. What's good, my nigga? Smooth.
sir.
Everything. All the people in the chat. All the fuck boys. Fuck y'all niggas. But anybody that's cool, fuck with me. Unity Sensei on Twitter, whatever the case may be.
Yo,
It is what it is. I like.
Warriors and what?
Warriors in 6.
Oh man.
Warriors in 6. They not gonna lose another game, my guy. I'm telling you right now.
Right. Okay.
All right, bro.
Okay, we ready, everybody? Because the main event is here. Last time on Weapon Wheel Z, Xbox hardware sales down 30%. Sony first console manufacturer sell 500 million. Xbox version of Redfall capped at 30 frames per second. Microsoft raising prices of $70. UK blocks Microsoft's $69 billion deal. Microsoft has to pay a $3 billion breakup fee. Halo leadership exodus continues. Starfield delay breaks major promises. Critically acclaimed Hi-Fi Rush didn't make the money it wanted to make. Xbox Game Pass does decrease base game sales, and the CMA block merger also prohibits Microsoft from trying for another 10 years. But on today's episode, I just got to say, I love the hypocrisy of people now trying to act self-righteous or trying to act sane or trying to act like the voice of reason. Let it be known right here, and as the Discord, shout out to y'all, has already shown, people's past tweets are forever. They don't go away because y'all been pulling them up and exposing them. And like I've been saying for the last decade on Xbox, because Xbox has not been good, it has been faltering since the last few years of the 360. I have been right. Everyone else has been wrong. Your tweets last forever, and Xbox is dog shit. Redfall, mock internal review, rated it double digits higher, says Phil Spencer. It's crazy to me how people say, oh, but did you play it? Oh, but did you play it? Oh, but did you play it? Did Skip Bayless play basketball? I mean, he kind of did, Jack, but I guess he really didn't. Did Stephen A. Smith play in the NBA? Did Shannon Sharp play any professional sport besides football? But now all of a sudden, pretty much the most experienced gamer in the space outside of maybe 7th level in Hard 8, and I probably have more than Hard 8 just because he went to prison for 8 years.
Pause.
It just is what it is. But now people that have beaten games like Mega Man and Mario Brothers between the ages of 3 and 5 don't have credibility, and now the eye test doesn't matter. There's a reason, people, why I have won over $3,000 against Kid Smooth. It's because I have the intelligence, the foresight, and the gaming experience to look at a game, to look at its mechanics, to look at its graphics, to look at its developer, to look at its history, and to discern that the game is going to be good or the game is going to be dog shit. I have not been wrong yet, and if somebody can prove or show me where I'm wrong, please let me know. Otherwise, put your money where Smooth's mouth is and bet me, because you will lose.
Yeah.
I'm out here making money. I have not bought a game since 2014. I think
Damn.
Smooth has legitimately bankrolled all my games. So I don't want to hear this crew, you haven't played. I don't need to play it. Just like nobody needs to play basketball to know Michael Jordan is the best of all time or LeBron is nice, or you don't need to play. People have eyes. People can use them. As far as the mock internal reviews go, again, it's crazy. I can look at a game and tell you it's dog shit. These guys got people playing a game and can't. They're flying people over like Cole Eastwood. They bending over, shaking their ass, twerking on Phil Spencer. Yeah, Phil. Yeah, Phil. It's gonna be an
What the
87,
fuck?
Phil. It's gonna be an 87. Nah, it's a 59.
Shaking
They're
that
like,
ass.
y'all need to stop.
Mm.
The whole Xbox fan base has been fraudulent forever. I mean, like this is I haven't seen a gaming fan base this bad since the early PS3 days on YouTube, when like the PS3 was absolute dog shit. Towards the end of the Wii and the whole duration of the Wii U, like this is like there are literally people on Twitter saying Redfall is fun. Don't let people bully you. Like don't listen to these people. In fact, if somebody's even dumb enough to own and prefer an Xbox, their credibility in gaming, any thoughts, views, and opinions they have don't matter.
Mm.
Don't listen to anybody who games on an Xbox. That's like taking car advice from somebody that takes the bus. Just don't do it. I'm sorry. Like another thing is, I don't think that a company should be having internal people doing a mock review. Shouldn't you bring in some outside party?
They were contractors.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's good then. Because like I feel like, but then again, if they're I don't know how you do it, but I feel like the people that come in to do these mock reviews are probably pressured to give them better feedback than because they want to come back. I mean, come on. Like, let's just say they hired me to go up and do these mock reviews, and I come in here and shitting on them. You think they're gonna have me back?
I was
Fuck
wondering
no.
that as well, if it was going to be like if they were third party or if there was somebody just trying to, get in their good graces and stay on the team type shit.
Yeah, fuck
And
no.
on how many even viewed the game. Was it 10 niggas or 50, 75? You know what I mean?
Good point. And Alex was making some good points earlier, which makes no sense. What Uni was saying. Uni is hyping up Psychonauts. Uni is hyping up Game Pass. Uni is calling everybody hypocrites. Oh, Psychonauts it's so good. You got to play it. Game Pass, you're a hypocrite. Only to later say that people don't go out and buy consoles for Game Pass and indie games which would be what Psychonauts is, a Kickstarter indie game. Am I right? So like the whole time this dude was arguing with me, he would argue with me, get emotional, only to later go on diatribes, literally agreeing with me and Alex on points he was arguing against us earlier. How the hell does that make sense? How are you going to argue with me and Alex with points and then later agree with us on the very points you were arguing about? You
It's
you
some
know
real
what?
dirt
You know
neck
what?
activity. That's what it sounds
Pretty
like.
much. I just caught myself in a tongue twister. I almost called him Looney instead of Uni. But you know what? That's your new name. Xbox Looniversary. Because your shit is Looney Tunes. It don't make sense. I mean, we got more shit talking about. We didn't do a good job early on engaging with Arcane Studios to really help them understand what it meant to be a first party game and to be useful. I mean, I look at this two ways. If I was a first party studio worth any salt and I went over to Xbox, I probably wouldn't want them bothering me either because I don't want their stench on my game. Cut me the check and I'll take care of business. On the other hand, they literally did say that we are going to contract developers and we are going to be hands off with them and give them the freedom and the resources to do what they want. I'm pretty right when I said that. Am I right? Can somebody chime in on that?
Jack?
Yes.
Somebody's mic is going crazy.
I think Jack in the
Probably not.
bathroom again.
Oh, God. But yeah, so I don't understand why Phil is saying, oh, we didn't do a good enough job. You really said you were hiring developers basically to give them the check and the resources and to be completely hands off. Now you were completely hands off, in which that was your strategy. They fuck up, and now your argument is, oh, well, we weren't hands on enough. Well, are you hands off or are you hands on? It's kind of like when BG says, you got a talent like Kojima who's crazy, but he's talented, but he just needs like his little overseer or, somebody like kind of guide Kojima because his talent could just, kind of get off the rails a bit. But like, all are 100% right in what you say about Phil Spencer is like the worst kind of leader. The things and the decisions he makes and does continuously contradict himself. Oh, we need to be hands off. Oh, we weren't hands on enough. Oh, we want to make high quality games. Oh, we aim to make games between 60 and 90. I'm sorry, when you go to take a test, I mean, you're kind of aiming for like a 70 or above. And, if you're kind of smart, 80 or above. If you're a genius, 90 above. Is anybody really aiming for anything in the 60s and anything in life?
No.
Never that.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're a $1 trillion company. Oh yeah, we're aiming between like you. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yes, some games are going to end up in the 60s. It happens. But is anybody really going into something like, we're aiming for a 60? Like, no, dog. Like, come on. Like their whole corporate structure is just absolutely incompetent, and they're brain dead, goofy ass Looney Tunes fanboys. Uni is one of them because Uni was out there gassing them up. You remember how he was complaining about, oh, they were worried about Microsoft's money.
Didn't you just tell
Well,
this nigga have a nice night? Like,
yeah, well,
this
the
nigga
night,
Bond
the
crazy.
night, the night ain't over yet. But
Well,
what I'm saying,
Bond always leave the door open for him.
This
He's
yeah,
nigga
there.
was like, have a
exactly.
great one, bro. Like, what?
Yeah, but anyway, he was complaining about other Xbox fans, propping up how much money they make, how what they make is irrelevant. But he's got tweets himself saying, "Oh, well, Xbox is making this, Microsoft is making that. Deal with it." So I don't understand how he hating on people that have done the same actions he's been doing. But like I said, now the Xbox fans, they're up against the wall. They got nowhere to go. It's the fucking fourth quarter. They down by 20. They looking like Ben Simmons with the ball down by 1 point, trying to drive to the hoop, not getting fouled. They're desperate. You even heard what Uni said at the end. If it's 30 frames per second, it don't matter. Beggars can't be choosers. I'll be damned if a company pays, what do they pay for ZeniMax and Bethesda?
Damn,
It was
3
7
billion?
billion. 7
Oh,
billion.
okay.
$7 billion for 30 frames per second. If you releasing a game at 30 frames per second, it better be on the motherfucking Switch. Absolutely crazy. I mean, we build games of the review in the 60s. You shouldn't be afraid. Well, Microsoft is very afraid because they buy all these studios, and what have we seen from any of these studios? And Phil Spencer says he's not trying to out console Sony or Nintendo. Okay, I kind of agree with that under this frame of reference. Like I said, Sony's got their niche, Nintendo's got their niche. I said Microsoft should get rid of the X and their niche should be welfare, EBT gaming, Series S only. I mean, if they're only going to put out these, trashy ass, subpar, aim for the 60s, Game Pass 59, 69 games, then why do you need high end hardware? Just have a nice small 250 $300 console, Game Pass it up, have that niche, be done with it. And if why he says great games alone don't change anything is absolutely asinine. I mean, you saw what happened with the PS3 versus the 360. The PS3 was getting stomped out. The PS3 came back. We've seen it plenty of times that good games will always change things. The problem with Xbox and Microsoft is this: they will release one good game every 5 years. I'm like, see, it didn't change anything. You have to release a consistent streak of games. They're like a football team saying, oh, we're 0-16. Winning one game won't matter. Of course it won't. You got to win like 9, 10, 11. You got to make the playoffs. One game ain't going to do nothing. And to say that they lost the most important generation is a bunch of bullshit. It's a bunch of bullshit, and it's the biggest fucking cop out there is. And here's why: everybody already has all their digital libraries already together. Game Pass, first of all, is the biggest digital library anybody can have. First of all, Nintendo had no digital library with the Wii U. That shit didn't even have a fucking hard drive. And Nintendo went from their least successful system in that generation to their most successful situation and console system, whatever platform, in the next generation. But Microsoft fails to realize that. So they didn't even lose the last generation. Nintendo lost the last generation. Nintendo had their worst. Yo, the Wii U barely outsold the Dreamcast. The Dreamcast was only on the market for 2.5 years, dog. Like, some of y'all don't understand how bad the Wii U was. But Nintendo came back and turned it around with, proper support, online gameplay, consistent string of high quality games. But Microsoft, Phil Spencer, we have to give up. We can't out console. I'm like, first of all, this is crazy, right? Imagine if you were a coach of any professional team. I know it's a playoff game, but we have no chance. Yeah, we can't beat them. We can't outrun them. We can't like this dude. This is the leader of your company, of a $1 trillion organization, a $1 billion brand, and he's acting like he's defeated. He's acting like some social reject virgin that got rejected at the bar. Oh, I can't get any better. Like, first of all, as soon as the Redfall shit came out, that interview should have been scrapped. They should have made up some sickness. His dog died. His girlfriend got run over. Something. He did not need to be on that video. That video of that interview didn't do anything for him. And worst of all is, you think it's bad for gamers? Imagine if you're an investor and you watch that interview. You really confident in investing in Microsoft? I mean, like, you're a game company. Maybe you want to work with Microsoft. Maybe you want to sell to Microsoft. You looking at that interview, that conference, like, you really thinking you really being confident of selling your IP and your organization over to Microsoft? This is what I was saying earlier. BG's 100% right. If you want to work with Microsoft, you better hope your face isn't on any kind of literature or nothing, because you work for Microsoft. Rest assured, everybody in this regime ain't ever getting another job with Nintendo, Sony, whoever again. This is it. They done. Done. I mean, at some point, you know what, guys? I hate to say it, but, the move might just be for Microsoft to get the Dragon Balls and use them on that man, because he could probably do a better job than Phil Spencer. Phil Spencer needs to get that man. Phil Spencer is doing an awful job. And Starfield, a clear message, the clear message, 60 frames per second should be the only message.
Did you just say they should reincarnate a dead man instead of having Phil?
Yes. Get the Dragon Balls,
Yes.
find Bulma, Breeze,
That's hilarious.
whatever. That man is doing a better job running a brand than Phil Spencer. He ain't even here.
You said that nigga in hell saying please understand? That's crazy.
Nah, he ain't in hell. He living up in heaven. He's
Yeah, why he gotta be in hell?
Yeah,
I just assume.
he's smoking blunts, living the good life, looking at this dumbass. Like this shit is crazy. Like,
watch your
for
mouth.
for all the flack that people give Nintendo, you really think Nintendo of all, like, see, for better or for worse, right? Nintendo and Sony act like they've been there before. They act like they're above the fuck shit. They act professional. These Xbox dudes, they want to be everybody's friend. Oh, we want to game together. We want to game together. We believe in this. You're like, no. What y'all should believe in is putting out a high quality product and standing by your product. Not saying, oh, we can't do this, oh, we can't do that, oh, we can't compete. Like, I'm sorry. If you still have an Xbox at this point, and it's not like your kids, I mean, like BG said, when we have kids, we get in the Series S, we get in Game Pass, we putting it on a TV in the corner, leave me alone. But outside of that, if you're a grown-ass adult that has your own job, pays your own bills, has your own money, files your own taxes, and you have an Xbox, like, I need you to see psychiatric help. This is absolutely insanity. This is a worse situation, in my opinion, than the Wii U. I mean, at least with Nintendo, like, the dudes from Japan, but like they weren't showing up to Kind of Funny Gaming and just being like, bro, Phil Spencer essentially waved the white flag. Rhetorically, metaphorically, analytically, and analogy, like, he did. He waved the white flag. He went on as far as to say that at some point I'll have enough knocks on me that somebody else will be here doing this. Imagine if you went into your own job tomorrow and like, they're like, yo, BG, you're not doing a good job. And you're like, well, at some point, somebody else probably gonna be doing my job, right? Like, huh? This shit sounds crazy, sad, self-defeated. Like, this shit is bad, dog. Like, I cannot believe they have anybody with this stature, this kind of, I hate to use it, but this dude's a fucking beta male leading this company. Like, this dude's got no balls, no fucking ass. Like, you expect to see dudes that are in charge of these major companies to act like fucking G's, to act like they're actually running these big ass companies. This dude act like he camping out at Best Buy with fucking Tim Dog.
He's tapping it. He.
Huh?
All right.
Whoa,
He's already.
how you trying to finish that? How you trying to finish
What?
No, say he's tapping out.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
like,
tapping
oh,
ass.
shit,
I thought you said he was
over,
tapping
man.
in that front. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, like I'm saying, Bond killing this man. He's already dead. Like ease up on him.
Yeah,
The
man.
BG
Like,
said he teasing it. What the fuck?
you know, I want to keep ranting on Xbox and like,
Yeah,
but like
please don't.
at this, I'm about to end this, but at this point, it's like we're not even beating a dead horse. We're shooting it. We're running it over.
Fucking it.
We're put like it's
Whoa.
over, dog. And here's the sad part. This isn't even bad just for the Xbox Series X. I think at this point the Xbox brand is irredeemable. It's over. Like this is a brand to me that there's no coming back. It's done. As far as the gaming space goes, Sony is never going to be challenged on the home console front unless aliens fucking descend upon the earth and have some magical crazy technology. Sony will not be defeated in the home console market, and
Hey, Bob.
Nintendo's got the handheld market on lock. And you know what the crazy thing is before I finish up? Think about the strategies that Microsoft has been utilizing to try to combat Nintendo and Sony. They've been trying to do everything but make games. Oh, we're going to have Game Pass. Oh, we're going to have it accessible. Oh, we're going to have the cloud. Oh, we're going to play everywhere. They're literally trying to do everything to win gaming, but actually make games. And to me, that's an insane strategy. I'm done. That's my rant. Who knows if there'll be another week? I know y'all came to see me. Y'all ain't come to see that lion fuck nigga. My rant is over.
There's that one guy, Backbond used to say, or Blackbond, plastic. Your fanboy's a plastic. Blackbond, whatever his name, yeah, Blackbond. He said you guys worship plastic. You do. And that's fucking sad.